I thought I was gonna die when I had my stroke. My first thought was that I would have died and I should have died.
As the trainers were checking her out, the thought of a stroke, I think, entered the trainers' minds. I know it entered the coaches' minds.
When Liza had her accident, our world stood still. The way we looked at things changed. Our plan for the future changed.
I have wants, I have desires to have a family, to start a life, start a career, and I'm hoping that that still will happen for me.
We weren't sure if she would make the varsity team. She played the first game of our season against a very good opponent, and she played for us quite a bit at the varsity level, and we turned to her and said, "You're not going anywhere, you're staying with us."
Liza Gabrek is a star, a varsity soccer player, homecoming queen, the life of the party.
Liza's a bit of a jokester, but she's extremely competitive. You know, when you have 4 older brothers, you know, you've got to be able to wrestle with them.
If you had to know one person for the rest of your life, it'd be Liza. One time when we were in Ohio, it was probably like 2 in the morning and I was like trying to sleep because we had a game the next day. And all of a sudden I like wake up to someone singing because we were in the same room and she was singing like, "Do you want to build a snowman" from Frozen, like in my ear in the middle of the night at 2 a.m. And I was like Liza, I kind of want to go to bed.
What would you say was your favorite part about playing soccer?
Just the feeling, the whole feeling you get when you play soccer, like the wind in your hair. It's unexplainable, like the way you feel when you're out on the field, because it's just amazing, it really is.
Up until April 15th, 2014, things were going as planned.
Yeah, everything was going good. My life was right on track.
And then that day
That day hit, yeah.
And what happened?
I don't remember, honest to God. I don't remember any of it. I just remember waking up in the hospital a couple months later. I had gained consciousness of what was happening, and my father told me that you had a stroke, and it just freaked me out.
So we were playing Libertyville in the Pepsi Showdown. It was the 2nd or 3rd round of it. I remember talking with the other coaches during the game and saying, "Wow, she's fantastic. Look how great she is."
Tuesdays were typically my long days at work. I usually worked till 8:30, sometimes 9 o'clock. On that particular day, I decided to cut short some of my paperwork because I wanted to get home and maybe have dinner to celebrate Pete's birthday.
It was a home game at our home field, and I was there, and in the first half she started playing a little bit not her usual self.
The ball would go by her and she wouldn't react to it, and everyone's like, this is not Liza, something's got to be up.
The ball came in, she controlled it, and a player kind of bumped her from behind and she fell sort of awkwardly.
Her teammates were encouraging her to go down, just to stop play. So she hobbled off the field. She actually hopped off the field with the trainer.
I kind of remember her saying like, "No, I'm okay. I'm doing fine." I don't think she really knew. I don't think she was really aware of what was going on.
It was a little bit cold that day too, so she didn't have a jacket on. The combination of being cold and scared really had her shaking.
It was the scariest moment as a coach.
I was hoping to surprise him and say, "Hey, I'm done early, let's go get something for dinner to celebrate your birthday." And when I got through to him, I asked where he was, and he said, "I'm at the hospital." And I said, "Why, what's going on?" And he said, that Liza was paralyzed on one side.
I mean, I was all alone in my house, so I honestly, I was in that hallway back there, and I honestly just laid up against the wall and I just broke down.
The ER doctor did say it's a very, very serious situation.
Did the thought ever crossed your mind that you might lose her?
Oh yeah.
Liza would undergo an emergency craniectomy and regain consciousness nearly 2 months later, her entire left side still paralyzed.
You wake up, right, and this is the first time that you regain consciousness and you know where you are. What was the first thought that you had?
I don't remember. I think I was just hungry, which is the weirdest thing.
She was unable to move her entire left side. I mean, it was completely not movable. She didn't have any neck control. It was terrifying.
Come on, you got this. Push, push, push. Okay.
For weeks, Liza could barely stand without help. But now, after almost a year of intense physical therapy, Liza's making strides and regaining her strength quicker than anyone expected.
We're working on running and jumping, which is a huge step for me right now.
She has made wonderful progress, and it's just been really fun to see her progress and see her become more independent with all those different areas.
I can do this.
I know you can.
Liza is determined. She hopes to one day be able to play soccer again. But for now, her focus remains on becoming herself again, both physically and mentally.
What is your hope for the future?
Just to live normally, live life like anybody else who's normal. My family and I actually play this game where I try to be normal, and if people believe me that I'm normal, and if they pretend like I'm normal back, then I win. If they don't, then I lose.
What do you mean normal? What's normal?
Like normal is like that I don't have an injury, I guess.
What did it mean for you to be able to graduate with your class?
It felt like accomplishment. It felt like I fit in. It was the best feeling in the world, honestly.
You mentioned that this happened on my birthday, and I can't think of a better birthday gift, you know, that she's alive. She's thriving. What a great birthday gift.
Liza Gabrek. Liza Gabrek.
I just like to go by the saying, the old Latin saying, carpe diem, which is seize the day. Seize the day is to use every second of it to your best ability, and to use it wisely, because you never know when it might be your last moment.